This is the story of one man who built the Pontiac GTO, engineered the DeLorean, and then burned through $35 million trying to create a motorhome that could break 100 miles per hour. His name was Bill Collins. The vehicle was called the Vixen 21, and only 587 ever rolled off the assembly line between 1986 and 1989. Collins earned the title Father of the GTO at General Motors, then served as Vice President of Engineering at DeLorean Motor Company, where he built the DMC-12 prototype. After getting pushed out of DeLorean, he poured everything he knew into designing the ultimate motorhome, one that could fit inside a standard garage, return 30 miles to the gallon, and outrun most cars on the highway. The Vixen Motor Company set up shop in Pontiac, Michigan, debuted the vehicle at the 1986 Detroit Auto Show, and produced 3 variants before going bankrupt in 1989. What they left behind is one of the most fascinating vehicles ever built. Starting on the outside, the Vixen 21 TD looks like nothing else that has ever called itself a motorhome. 76 inches tall with the roof lowered, that's just 6 feet 4 inches, shorter than most SUVs on the road today. Collins designed it specifically to clear the swing-up garage door at his own house, and that constraint shaped every line of the body. 3 large molded fiberglass pieces form the entire shell, with smooth surfaces on both the top and the underside, something virtually unheard of on any vehicle, let alone an RV. After over 100 wind tunnel runs at the University of Michigan, Collins refined the shape down to a drag coefficient of 0.26 on the scale model, and the full-size vehicle tested at the Bendix Proving Ground in South Bend, Indiana, returned a 0.29, only 1/100th above the first-generation Toyota Prius. A BMW M21 2.4-liter turbodiesel inline-6 sits in the rear, the same engine found in the BMW 524 TD sedan, producing 115 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. Power runs through a Renault 5-speed manual transaxle, the very same gearbox that lived inside the DeLorean DMC-12. That rear-engine, rear-wheel drive layout gives the Vixen a weight distribution and driving feel closer to a sports car than anything you'd associate with camping. 21 feet long, 85 inches wide, and just 5,100 pounds on the scales. A 23-gallon fuel tank paired with that 30-mile-per-gallon highway figure gives it a range of roughly 600 miles between fill-ups. In 2015, a Vixen TD hit 108.9 miles per hour by radar at Blytheville, Arkansas, confirming a speed claim that had floated around for decades. Step inside, and the engineering gets even more impressive given the compact footprint. Raising the pneumatic pop-up roof at the touch of a button adds 24 inches of headroom, bringing standing room to roughly 6 feet 2 inches up to 6 feet 6 inches, depending on where you stand. A permanent full-size double bed stretches across the rear above the engine compartment, sleeping 2 adults comfortably. The front passenger bench seat rotates to create a 4-seat dinette, and that same dinette converts into a second sleeping area, giving the Vixen capacity for 4 adults total. A 600-watt microwave, a 4-cubic-foot electric refrigerator, a double-basin stainless steel sink, and a full wet bath with shower all fit inside 21 feet of vehicle. 25 gallons of fresh water feed the system. What made the TD model truly unusual among RVs is that it carried 0 propane aboard, none at all. A Webasto diesel-fired coolant heater handled climate control, an alcohol-fueled stovetop covered cooking, and a 1,200-watt Hart inverter, one of the first electric inverters ever installed in any RV, powered all household appliances straight from the coach batteries. No generator needed. For the late 1980s, that all-electric approach was decades ahead of where the rest of the RV industry was heading. Only 587 Vixen 21 motorhomes were ever produced across 3 variants. 376 of the original turbodiesel TD, 172 of the later gasoline-powered SE that Collins never wanted built, and 39 of the XC executive limousine version with lounge seating for 9. The company consumed $35 million in investment before going under in 1989, and Collins had projected selling 2,000 to 5,000 units per year, numbers that never came close to reality. But the Vixen refused to disappear. A group of owners purchased company assets right after the bankruptcy and formed the Vixen Owners Association, which still operates today with 138 members, over 1,200 repair documents, and more than 300 issues of their newsletter. 2 owners rescued the entire factory parts inventory from destruction in 2003, keeping these vehicles alive and on the road. Collector values keep climbing. $20,000 to $40,000 covers the general range depending on condition, and a 1986 TD sold on Bring a Trailer in April of 2024 for $35,000. Haggerty, Jalopnik, The Drive, and a growing roster of automotive outlets have all published features in recent years. Bill Collins died on March 5, 2023, at age 90. A motorhome capable of braking 100 miles per hour, returning 30 miles to the gallon, and fitting inside your garage was not supposed to exist in the 1980s. 587 of them did, all assembled by a small crew in Pontiac, Michigan, and with every passing year, Bill Collins' impossible motorhome looks less like a failure and more like a vehicle that simply arrived a few decades too early.